Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum guys. Welcome to another video. I hope you will be fine. The topic of today's video is nutrient cycling. So let's move towards the topic. What is nutrient cycling? The nutrient cycle is a system where energy and matter are transferred between living organisms and non-living parts of the environment. This occurs as animals and plants consume nutrients found in the soil, and these nutrients are then released back into the environment via death and decomposition. In forest environments, there is an exchange of nutrients elements such as hydrogen, nitrogen, and oxygen among the soil, plants, and animals living within the environment. What are essential nutrients? Non-mineral elements make up 95% of the mass of all organisms. The non-mineral elements are carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. These nutrients are often obtained from carbon dioxide in the air and water. Macronutrients and micronutrients. What are macronutrients and what are micronutrients? Macronutrients are chemical elements that plants need in the large quantities to perform basic functions, and their availability can limit the growth of organisms. They include the elements phosphorus, potassium, calcium, and magnesium. Micronutrients are taken up in the much smaller amounts than macronutrients but are still vital for growth and metabolism. The micronutrients include boron, copper, iron, manganese, and zinc. Now I would like to continue the process of nutrient cycling with some major information, which is the cell of all organisms are made up of primarily 6 major elements that occur in similar proportions in all life forms. These elements, hydrogen, oxygen, carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus, and sulfur, from the core protoplasm of organism. And the first 4 of these elements make up about 99% of the mass of most cells. Additional elements, however, are also essential to the growth of organisms. Calcium and other elements help to form cellular support structures such as shells, internal or external skeletons, and cell walls. Chlorophyll molecules, which allow photosynthetic plants to convert solar energy into chemical energy, are chains of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen compounds built around a magnesium ion. Altogether, 16 elements are found in all organisms. Another 8 elements are found in some organisms but not in others. These bioelements combine with one another to form a wide variety of chemical compounds. They occur in organisms in higher proportions than they do in the environment because organisms capture them, concentrating and combining them in various phases in their cells, and release them during metabolism and death. As a result, these essential nutrients alternate between inorganic and organic states as they rotate through their respective biogeochemical cycles. These cycles can include all or part of the following: the atmosphere, which is made up of large number of gases including water vapor; the lithosphere, which encompasses the soil and the entire solid crust of earth; and the hydrosphere, which includes lakes, rivers, and oceans. A portion of the elements are bound up in limestone in the minerals of other rocks and are unavailable to organisms. The slow processes of weathering and erosion eventually release these elements to enter the cycle. For most of the major nutrients, however, organisms not only intercept the elements moving through the biosphere, but they actually drive the biogeochemical cycles. The movement of nutrients through the biosphere is different from the transfer of energy because whereas the energy flows through the biosphere and cannot be reused, elements are recycled. The same atoms of carbon or nitrogen may, over the course of eons, move repeatedly between organisms, the atmosphere, the soil, and the oceans. Carbon released as carbon dioxide by an animal may remain in the atmosphere for 5 or 10 years before being taken up by another organisms, or it may cycle almost immediately back into the neighboring plant and be used during photosynthesis. Nutrient cycling in forest ecosystems. In forest environments, the nutrient cycle involves animal, plants, fungi, and bacteria living above and below ground, as well as mineral components of soil, dead leaves, and wood, and water from rain and snowfall. Trees and other plants take up mineral and non-mineral nutrients from the soil through their roots. These nutrients are stored in the leaves, flowers and other parts of the plants. The nutrients are either transferred to animals when animals eat the plants, or they are transferred back to the soil. For instance, when plants and animals die, arthropods, earthworms, fungi and bacteria in the soil break them down. Arthropods are insects such as mites. Arthropods and earthworms grind up the decaying material and they mix this material with the soil. Fungi can break apart some of the more complex compounds and break them down into the smaller components. All of these organisms ultimately consume and respire much of the material back into the carbon dioxide gas, which is why it disappears over time. That's all for today's video. I hope it's all clear to you. If you feel any query regarding this video and this topic, then feel free to ask in the comment section. And if you still not subscribe the channel, then do subscribe the channel. तब तक के लिए अपना बहुत सारा ख्याल रखिएगा. मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में. अल्लाह हाफिज़.